We went back home to figure out exactly how we were going to do it, but we ended up getting a comment that came in on our last video from MTMDTR205605. Not joking. That's the username. Anyway, I'm assuming it's a him. He left a really great comment, but he thought about just putting a beam up with posts to support it, which is a great idea. I had thought about building a wall, another wall inside of that wall, but I didn't want to waste the 3.5 inches, but if I just put posts down and a beam, it does the same thing as putting another wall on the inside of that wall, and it's gonna save us a ton of time, which is awesome. So that's what we've decided to do. There's only one problem. There is actually a gigantic hole that runs under what is going to be a part of the kitchen. Back in the day, this was a bathroom, and so there's a crawl space underneath it to keep the pipes from freezing. Things are a little bit different these days, but this is generally never done in Minnesota anymore. You insulate the outside of the foundation, or if it's a monolithic slab on grade, you insulate the outside of it, and usually the bottom of it, and then you don't have to worry about your pipes freezing. We have to fill this with a bunch of dirt. It's probably 4 feet deep, something like that. We need to fill it up with dirt. We're gonna end up putting our plumbing for the kitchen through here. And why is that all a problem? Well, because there's a hole here, we can't put up those posts. You know, we would have to put a post right where there's a hole, where there's no concrete. So the reality is we're gonna have to wait to do this wall for a little bit. I think we're gonna switch to some other framing projects that'll be a little bit easier for us to handle tonight with the tools and equipment and everything that we have. So the first thing, we've decided to work on Lawrence's future bedroom. And we need to move the door. So right now the door to it goes into the entryway here on our front entryway. And we don't want it there. We want it to come over here, which will be our future living room over here. I should probably mention that we have a bunch of the insulation we're using on the house. We got this absolutely great deal on some foam board, and it was like, it's basically scratch and dent foam board that we got for about half the price of fiberglass, but with all the R value of foam, which is crazy. And we should have enough to do the entire house with, so that's pretty cool. We've got to get this stuff moved out of the room so we can kind of work in there. So that's what we're gonna do first. And hopefully we can get this part done tonight. That'd be really nice. We aren't totally set up here yet, so I'm hoping to get this done, but we may not because we don't have all of my tools over here. There are a bunch of things, and this is really the first night we're actually working. All right, let's get on it. Lawrence and I are the only ones still over here. We got everything moved. Dagny wanted to go home, so we brought her back. But I cannot find any of my squares, so. And since it's going on, what is it? It's 10:30 at night. We're not gonna have any place where I can go pick one up. And yeah, I don't know where that went to. They were over here and now they're not. So anyway, I think we are going to turn in for the evening. We're here, it's day 2. See if we can get this cranked out. It's getting late again. I'm sure every single one of you has this issue. There aren't enough hours in each day to get everything I need to accomplish done. It's me, Lawrence, and little JoJo are gonna work on trying to get this done tonight. See if we can do it, huh? Kind of failed the last time. We'll see. All right, Lawrence, so you're gonna help with something?
Yeah.
All right, do you wanna know what the something is?
What?
I need you to go ahead and pull out every nail you see in this room, I need you to unscrew all the screws. So Lawrence is gonna get, this is, by the way, is a great tool. If you don't have one of these, if you need to pull out some super stubborn nails, this thing works great. I know it doesn't seem like it because the leverage isn't much, but man, that cam right there just, it'll rip anything out. All right, you know the difference between a screw and a nail?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, so nails, you use this.
Okay.
Screws,
You use a screwdriver.
you use the screwdriver. You don't want to strip the screw off or else we're gonna have a really tough time getting it out.
Okay.
Okay? So the other thing you need to do is not just the nails, but any of the staples. And you'll want to use this for that.
Okay.
Do you know what the staples look like?
They are like.
Why don't you point one out?
One right here.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's
Nope.
black line.
Not those kind of staples. So we want to get the electrical staples out. You can see this one right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
So just like that.
Okay.
While Lawrence is working on that, getting all the nails pulled out, I am going to go ahead and start making some measurements here and figuring out exactly how I'm going to support this wall while I put the new doorway in. This is the side of the corner of the room, and we need to come out from this wall 32 inches. And that will be where the edge of our rough opening is for the new doorway. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the sill plate here and start doing magic stuff.
So now you were gone, I guess that is all. I'll never know what you were feeling. Did we ever really fall in love, or was it just a better state to be in? I was having my doubts, but wouldn't hold on to anything stupid. We didn't start the fire, we let it out, and we both ended up wounded. I should've noticed that something wasn't right. I should've noticed that something wasn't right. Up to us to change it. No, you would. Wonderful. Up to us to change it. No, you would. Wonderful. Should've noticed that something wasn't right. I should've noticed that something wasn't right. Up to us to change it. No, you would. Wonderful.
As many of you that are professionals in this industry will notice, I am not a professional in this industry. Not anywhere close. I do appreciate opinions, advice. I like constructive criticism, so give me all of that you got, as long as you are actually a pro. I grew up on a farm. The thing about a farm is you have to be able to basically do everything yourself or you will go bankrupt really fast. I was always raised where you did everything yourself. If something on the car broke, you fixed it. If the tractor broke, you fixed it. If you needed to build a shed, you built it. If you had to re-roof something, you did it. Because on a farm, you really don't have the resources to go hire a professional. Of course, that's changing with the gigantic farms that exist. But when I was a kid, how I grew up, we did everything ourselves. So I kind of have dabbled in everything. I am not great at anything, I don't think. But anyway, so yeah, if you have advice or anything like that, I'm more than happy. I'd love to have the information. Anything we do here on this house that we're not sure about, I will in fact give it a video or two until we tackle the project so that I can listen to you guys and maybe get some better advice.
We need a 10-foot 2x4, but we only have 8-foot 2x4s. And we can't, for some reason, find a 10-foot 2x4.
Even though we had them.
Even though we had like a ton of them over here. So, what's our next thing to do, Dad?
So the first thing we can do is we can put in the sill plate and frame in up where the door used to be.
Okay.
Get in your Mythbusters approved hideout. That is not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, that is really solid.
We got something done.
Yeah,
This is better than nothing, right, buddy?
Yeah, we got this in, and this no longer looks like a door.
Nope, we got this in, and we also got that in, and two of the sill plates in. Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.